What's up, B-Man? It's making me cough. But now that the stuff was boiling, we put it down to a simmer, you know. So we're gonna add the chicken now. Now sometimes this sauce, it may be a little thick. You didn't add enough water. So what you do is you get some of the chicken broth and put it in there just to thin it out. Or like say sometimes you made it too watery. What you do is get a little flour and put it in there. Very little, you know, little by little. You could always add more if it doesn't come out right. Or with the water, you could always add more water if it's still too thick, you know. So more chicken. So you know, some common sense stuff. And then you'll keep adding chicken to how much you want, and then you'll cook for like about another 10 to 15 minutes. Remember, the chicken's already cooked. You're just trying to, you know, marinate the chicken. Get that red sauce to sink into the chicken. And then while you're doing that, you can taste test it to see if you need to put more salt or more cayenne pepper or garlic or to what your liking is. Remember, this is all everything that you like, how you like it. So that's it, you know. What's up, B-Man? On this chicken and pasta on it, or not pasta, but sauce in it, it started drying out because of the heat, the initial heat. So we had to put more water. You gotta take that into consideration. The chicken broth, you know. You want to use the chicken broth and not sink water because it adds more flavor, you know. And I know if you're health conscious, like I said, this is not for you, but you try to get the grease, the oil in it, you know, from the chicken. So, you know, if not, you can use the water too. It's okay. Not gonna kill anybody. Now, since everything's ready, we're gonna make a tamale just to make sure everything's coming out good. Taste test it as we did before. Put a little bit. You do a little one, that way it doesn't take as long to cook. And fold it in half. And cook it. And then get back to it like in 5-10 minutes, you know?
And then you taste it.
Oh, and then taste it. Thank you. What's up, B-Man? This is the final and last, well, second to final and last step. What you need is some of these things. Cut them up. Peel them up. Oh, a little bit bigger. Sorry about that. Because this is what you're going to use to tie them up with tamales. First step, you get a leaf. And you want to stay about, like, say, an inch off of each side with the paste, the masa. And get a bigger spoon. Alright. You always want to put it, do it in your hand, though. Never on the table. Because you get better judge it that way to see how much paste you got, you know? A little more. Yeah, that seems about right. Oh, steady. And you fill it with meat. Lay it on the table. You grab the end. You fold it over twice. 1, 2. Now, if you overfill it, it'll ooze out and it'll get you dirty, you know. So you try not to overfill it. That's why you stay off the edges, one inch on each side. And then you tie this pretty tight. I use this method because it's safer, or not safer, but easier and faster for me. Like right now, a little earlier, my mother-in-law was doing it. She's like a master. She's just pumping them out like a machine, you know. Me, I don't do these every day, so you know. And on this end, what you got to do is follow this edge and squeeze it. I don't know if you've seen that. But like that, squeeze it. Don't bend it over because it's not going to let the moisture come in. It won't cook right. So, there you go. See that? You got to do it tight. Always tight, never loose. That's the best, easiest way for me. See, there you go. No mess on my hands, nothing. And now, say, as an example, you got a little guy. You need another guy to make it a big guy. So, not the same size. Well, put it this way. I'll just cut it in half. Right? This will make a little tamale. If you want to make a bigger one, you just gotta overlap it. And then do the same thing to make a bigger tamale, you know? Oh. And you don't gotta put too much paste, you know? If you put too much, it just tastes like I don't know, kind of like too like bready. That's the best way I could describe it. You gotta put it even. But if you want, you can put more meat, more paste, however you like it, you know? But to me, if you put too much of that paste, it's too pasty, you know? Too much bread. It's like biting into a sandwich and you don't have any meat, you know? 1, 2. Like that, pretty simple. Now, since you got 2 edges, you gotta make sure you follow them, you know? No bending over, no nothing, you know? You bam, grab it tight, don't be scared of it. Funny, they were telling me that earlier. My girlfriend's laughing. Don't be scared of the tamale, Walter. See, tight like a tiger. Now, when you do this, you gotta make sure when you have them on the floor, you can't lean on it, because then you're squishing them, you know? Then I guess you're adjusting them, and it's not really a tamale, it's more like a sandwich, you know? Flat. And then that's pretty much it. You make as many as you want, and that's pretty much it. Oh, sorry about that, but say you gotta make like 200 tamales, right? And you don't have time. Well, you can break it up into days. What you can do is prepare them like that and put them in your fridge, and they'll be good for up to a week. And then you can put them all together and cook them. That way you don't have to do 200 in one day. You can do, say, 50 each day, 20 each day, or however you want, you know? But they'll stay good for up to a week, so something to take into consideration. And then we have the pot heating up over here. And then it's not yet. Can you give me a knife? Like a knife? Now what you do is you lay them all like this. You know? You lay them all like this around, and then you stack them up like a circle. You stack them all like that, like a circle, and then
You have to let the air, like a circle, open here so the air can spread.
And then sometimes what my girlfriend does is she puts rags on them to help them cook better, you know? That way it traps the vapors.
The water goes under this
How much water do you put?
until it fills up. Not overpassing it, but
just right below it?
Right below it.
Right below this lid. So you gotta go out and buy one of these bad boys. And you cook it for how long, Bernice? How long do you approximate?
Approximately...
I'm over here.
Approximately, let's say, an hour.
An hour?
And then just keep checking them.
Yeah. You can always pull one out and try it out to see if, you know, if it's to your liking. You know, if you feel it's still a little raw, you put it back in, let it boil. And then what's the temperature range?
First, let it boil, the water, and then you leave it medium for half an hour, and then check, and then leave it again.
All the time medium?
The whole time medium.
Never low?
Never low.
Never boiling?
Never.
Okay. So the water boils, and then switch it to medium, and then let it cook. Remember, keep those rags on there, and keep the lid closed. If we leave the lid closed, it's not going to cook right. And then same process goes for if you want to make shredded beef. You know, same thing with the chicken. You do it the same way, just it's beef. And that's it. Hope you like them, B-Man. What up, B-Man? We ran out of chicken, so we're gonna make cheese ones now. Like I said, you can make tamales out of anything, you know? So what I did, I just got a block of cheese from the fridge. That's what we had. And we're making cheese tamales. See? 1, 2, and you can make them as cheesy as you want. And me, you know I'm lactose intolerant, but I love cheese, so I'm gonna pay for that later. Oh man. And that's it, you know, just for a heads up. Like I said, you can make them out of whatever you want. Lamelli out.